Good evening, the Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
My name is Suraj Akande, and I'm talking about beyond luxury and necessity. How much do you need to live a meaningful life? If I were to give you a carte blanche, sorry, I'm not here from the world. If Mark Zuckerberg or Aliko Dangote should give you a carte blanche, and by that I mean a signed blank check, how much would you pen on it? Let me take a guess. Say about $1 billion. Imagine what you could do with $1 billion right now. I'm very sure most of us are going to resign our present job, travel on vacation to the best spots in the world, order the iPhone X, and also pre-order Tesla electric cars. And I'm even very sure some of us are going to leave this country and never look back. But can we come back to now, face our present reality, and ask ourselves what is most important to us? Luxury or necessity? At what point do we get to choose? Are they mutually exclusive? Is there something better? Let us have a quick refresher, shall we? Nice. A necessity is primarily something we need to thrive. Without it, a person or a human being is going to suffer mentally or physically. A common example is food, shelter, and clothing. If we understand what necessity is, then luxury is something that nobody really needs, but most people want. It means that it is inessential, it is desirable, and also it could be expensive. A general example could be a very expensive phone, the internet, cable TVs, gold, expensive wristwatch, and the like. If you were to find yourself in a place where you are denied access to your phone or the internet for about 8 hours, some of us could go mad. At that point in time, we could categorize the phone or the internet as a necessity because it is required for the mental being of that individual at that point in time. Without it, the person could feel like a fish out of water. There is actually a thin line between luxury and necessity. David Wiggins let us understand that for something to be actually defined as a necessity, say an object X, there must be 3 conditions that must be fulfilled. And what are those 3 conditions? It means that the deprivation or the lack of object X is going to affect the functioning of a human. Also, it could be that there is no available alternative to object X. And the presence of object X could bring at least a minimal value to the life of a person. But in all honesty, there are 5 basic principles for anything to be called necessity: personal security, personal freedom, elemental equality, recognition as a member of the human community, and material subsistence. If we can define all this, you have all that you actually need. But over time, luxury and necessity are redefined from time to time. It is never static. It's always defined by either what is new in the market or what is obsolete. Sometimes it could also be defined by your social group. If all the friends that you have do not have a car, you might think a car is a luxury. But if all of them should own a car, you start thinking a car is a necessity for me too. Also, luxury has something of status. If you feel everybody around me is now having a Mercedes, then let me move on to a Ferrari. All the points I've made so far in no way connote that spending on luxury is a vice. No, it isn't. Of course, luxuries are most times valuable and sometimes a way for us to reward ourselves for our hard work. If we take a second look at Abraham Maslow's revised hierarchy of needs. He defined 8 things: physiological needs, safety needs, aesthetic needs, self-esteem, cognitive needs, self-actualization. He also discussed self-transcendency. All 7 but 1 could from time to time be classified either between luxury and necessity, except the last one, which is self-transcendency. It is my hope that a lot of humans are going to emboss self-transcendency upon their mind and understand that feeding ourselves can be given to us through necessity and luxuries, but helping others is the only thing that can make us to attain self-transcendency. And let me be very clear about what self-transcendency is. It is understanding our relationship with the universe and helping others to self-actualize. And that is it. Self-transcendency beyond luxury and necessity. The Toastmaster.
Thanks, Barry.